Good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to the webinar. So today our topic is preferred study abroad destinations for business and management subjects. So I am Tanmoy Ray, and I have got Milind Singh with me as well. Uh, Before we get started, I would like to have a feel about the audience today. So here you have put a poll. So what do you want to study? You want to study finance, banking, investment, or you want to study accounting and HR? Just select the option. We have got still 15 more seconds. Guys, please select your option. Five more seconds. Okay, so everyone has already reported, so I'll close it now. So we have got 14% candidates, they want to study finance, banking, investment. 14% students, they want to study logistics and operations, and 71% MBA, business analytics or digital marketing. So okay, so not a great audience for accounting and HR or hospitality tourism. So that's fine. I'll only concentrate on those three subjects specifically. So the countries in focus for today's webinar, it will be UK, Ireland, France, Australia, New Zealand. So like these are the, I mean, of course you can also choose Canada or US or Singapore as well for business and finance courses. But today our focus will be on these five countries, and I will tell you why these five countries are the like one of the best locations or the best countries for choosing like studying the business and finance or the related courses. So I hope you are aware of what you need when you want to go for study abroad. So for example, like few universities or like countries like US or Canada, they will ask for GRE GMAT, which is a mandatory. I mean, US is almost 95% universities they will ask for GRE or GMAT score, and then like even Canadian universities as well, like the top ones, they will ask for GRE or GMAT score as well. I mean, mostly if it's a management course or finance, they will ask for mostly for GMAT, but some universities they also accept GRE score. Then the GPA, because if you are from BCom background, if someone is from BTech or BE background, and then like after some work experience or as a fresher, if he or she wants to do a course in say management or finance, sometimes it's fine, because in engineering you can score 70%, 75%, or let's say 8.5 CGPA. But if you're from BCom background, it's not always so easy, because in BCom you might get only 60%, 65%, 67%. Now, when it comes to the GPA, I mean, I think it gets a problem, because US universities or Canadian universities, they are quite strict. Like we need at least 3.2 GPA or 3.3 GPA or say 2.7 GPA. Now, engineering students, they are fine when if they want to study business or finance related subjects in US or Canada. But when it is case for the BCom students or some other general honor students, it gets a little bit difficult, because in honors subject, like if you are doing BSc or BCom, it's not always easy to score like 80% or 85% or even 75%. Then some of the other criteria like IELTS to fill PT. Of course, even if you want to go to Australia, UK, you do need IELTS to fill PT. But you also have got some other you can get IELTS with some UK universities. If, for example, in Australia, of course, in Australia, New Zealand, IELTS to fill PT, they are mandatory. But suppose you fail to score 6.5, you just score 6.0 for post graduation. And what is not that okay, you cannot take admission. You can get admission, you just need to do any course or some English course for like 5 weeks or 6 weeks or maybe 12 weeks in that country. So, for example, you want to study MBA in logistics from Australia, and the requirement is 6.5 overall and no band less than 6.0. Suppose you score only say 6.0 and one band is also 5.5. In that case, what you need to do, you need to do a ELICOS course for 6 weeks in that university in Australia. After doing that English course, then you can study your actual program, which is the MBA program in logistics. Then work experience as well. Like most of the US and Canadian universities, they do ask for work experience. I mean, there are few universities where you can get admission without work experience, but most of the good universities they will ask for minimum 2 to 3 years experience. For example, if you want to go for MBA in USA, like GMAT is mandatory, then work experience is also mandatory. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get a decent university because there is no point of choosing a very low ranked university. I'm not talking about it's not that you have to get into Ivy League college. It's fine if you get into even like a decent university, but even a decent university in US, they will ask for minimum 2 to 3 years of experience and a GMAT score of say 600 or 640. In Australia, UK, or like in New Zealand, New Zealand they ask for work experience, but they don't ask for GMAT, which is not mandatory. Australia, either there are few universities ask for minimum 3 years of experience, or they'll ask for GMAT score. But even it's not both. And some universities you can also do MBA from Australia as a fresher, and UK and like Ireland you can do MBA as a fresher as well. Then the fee structure, like that's also sometimes a hurdle, and uncertainty about job opportunities. But at the end of the day, okay, you are doing a course to get to get a degree, to get some knowledge, to get some skill, to acquire some skills. But then at the end of the day, you need a job as well because I guess if you don't get a scholarship, you'll be taking a bank loan, and be it UK, be it Australia, I think most of the Indian students they do opt for bank loan. It could be 15 lakhs, it could be 30 lakhs. So when you are taking that amount of bank loan, it's better that you choose course and you choose a location, you choose university very carefully. At the end of the day, of course, suppose you finish your course in Australia or UK and then you come back to India, you'll definitely get a job. But the salary level might be a little bit difficult because, and that might be a problem when you need to pay for the bank loan. So it's better that when you are going to a foreign country for a study abroad opportunity, I mean, it's better that you do work for something in that country that will help you for the payback. I mean, for example, if you finish your masters in say Australia and then you come back to India, there's a very good chance that you will definitely get a good job. But the payback time for the bank loan, I mean, it might take say 7 years or 10 years or 15 years because the salary will not be on par with Australia UK. But if you work in that country, Australia UK, I think that will reduce the time limit. I think you can repay your loan in 4 to 5 years. Payback time will be much shorter. Now I'll give you my my career history. In 2008, I went to Aston University for my MSc. Now I'll tell you from how did I choose, how did I make my decisions. So I'm from pharmacy pharmacology background. Now at that time, Aston was within the top 30 in the UK. So I won't say like it is the top 10 or top 5 something. It's not like it was within the top 30. But what was interesting, I wanted to study MSc in pharmacology. It was within the top 10. So the MSc pharmacology course at Aston, that's within the top 10. So that's really good. So at the end of the day, you have to choose a university which is good for your subject. Don't worry too much about the wall ranking because wall ranking there mainly rely on the research factor. They don't measure the okay how what is the student satisfaction or how many students are getting jobs or what is the average salary after 3 years. These things don't get measured. Be it QS, be it Times Higher Education, be it ARU, like Shanghai rankings. The main factor is they measure the academic reputation and the research output, citations. They don't measure how much is the how many students are getting jobs within 3 months after finishing the course. And this is the thing that is more important. Another thing was the location of the Aston University. It's situated in Birmingham. So basically, Birmingham is very much central in the UK. So being in a central, that's very much you are only connected to the country. For example, if I need to go to Scotland for a job interview, or if I need to travel to London for a job interview, I mean it will be equally feasible for me if I am staying in Birmingham because that's very much central. I'll show you a map later on. And so basically that was my decision. So ultimately then I went to University of Oxford in 2010. Then I went to Netherlands. I joined Utrecht University. And same, there was a strategy behind that because Utrecht is a biomedical hub in Netherlands. Like a lot of pharma companies, pharma biotech companies are there. So basically you have to take strategy. Don't just don't get biased by the university rankings, and don't get biased okay, UK is not giving stay back option, or it's not like that. The thing is, jobs are there. What you need to be really proactive. So I'll then move on to say I'll give us case like a case study now. Dreams of artists. I guess most of you might have watched the movie MS Dhoni. So of course, even Dhoni had the dream of playing for India, but it was not easy for him. Like he had to work as a ticket collector. So he I think he worked for quite some time. He got frustrated. He was demotivated. But still, he didn't lose hope. I mean, he made his way. I mean, you have to think about a lot of options. You have to take some calculated risk. And like so, basically, like when Dhoni wasn't playing for Team India, was playing some local matches. So that's the thing. You have to just hang in there. Because at the end of the day, it is winning that matters. So whenever you are going for study abroad, it doesn't matter which university attending. Of course, you need to attend a decent university, but then at the end of the day, what matters is the okay, what kind of job you are getting. If you are getting a relevant job or not, how satisfying is the job? What will be your salary? I mean, okay, you might attend Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge, or say Princeton, or maybe any other top-ranked university. But at the end of the day, like what career you're going to make, how much you're going to earn, so and what skills are you going to learn. So these are the things that matters, and that's why strategy is very important. So now let's have a look like the big hotspot countries. So like I think you have got some idea about unicorn. So like any startup that has got a revenue of more than 1 billion is called unicorn. So if you have a look like UK, it has got the maximum number of like unicorns, like all the companies that the cumulative value is like more than $40 billion. Then of course Sweden, Germany, France, all the good countries are there. But now I will be focusing on UK and Ireland today. Now the Milind will focus about France. Now why I chose like to focus on UK and Ireland. First thing, they are English-speaking countries. I mean, when you are living in India, you are going to a foreign country. Of course, knowing the foreign language is of course very good. I mean, exposing to a different culture, but sometimes it also. I mean, you shouldn't take too much risk because when you're going to a non-English speaking country, sometimes it could be a little bit risky for a job opportunities if you don't know the local language. So if you're going to Germany, I mean, of course, you can get job with even if you don't know the German language, but your chances of getting a job in Germany will be higher if you know the German language. So in UK or Ireland, English is official being official language. You don't need to worry about the language barrier. So the chances of getting a job will be very much higher rather than in other countries, other European countries where like English is not local language. Now, like I told you earlier that I went to Netherlands. I was there for 1.5 years. Now in Netherlands, like Dutch is the official language, but 95% of population speak very good English, and that was one of the main decision that one of the main reason that I went to Netherlands. Because in other countries like be it Germany or maybe France or Italy, I mean, of course, in the big cities it won't be a problem, but maybe in some like our problem, and mainly maybe when it comes to job, these things do matter. So when you want to study like subjects like marketing, finance, business, economics, you need to know about the hotspots. Like, okay, where are the jobs? What if I study like there's more chance to get a job? So some of the European ICT hubs like information communication technology, because these days like there's a big data boom. Whatever driving the economy is the information and communication technology. Like today they call it like data is the new currency. The new currency. So like London, Paris, Munich, these are the hotspots, like the top three ones. But even then, you can see Dublin, you can see Stockholm, so you can also see Amsterdam. So this is the hotspot. But of course, the top three are London, Paris, and Munich. Munich, as I said, we won't be discussing Munich. Now I'll be discussing about London and like Dublin, and Milind will discuss about Paris. So what makes an ICT hotspot excel? Of course, like if a location, particular location is doing well in most of the fields. So it's not only like ICT. So of course they need to do good in finance. They need to do good in marketing or other subjects. Diversity, like now this is the great thing about these countries like Ireland or UK. Like they want diversity. I mean, it's not only that okay, only UK students are getting the jobs or only the European students are getting the jobs. They want diversity because to excel, you need diversity. You need people from China, you need people from India, you need people from Brazil or US and Australia as well. So they have the diversity. Geographical concentration, like you need to be very close to other hotspots. So if you are staying in London, so that means like you are also close to Paris and Dublin. It's not like you are very far away. strong, because that supports a strong clustering, because you can collaborate, so companies can collaborate with each other, because connection does matter. Some of the criteria they use to okay, what is called a high city hotspot. So basically, like, there's more investment, there's more funding, more inventions. These are some of the criteria it's used. I won't take too much time to explain this. So the first subject area I'll discuss about will be business and finance. Now let's see where you can study in UK if you want to study like finance related subjects. So if I talk about the hotspot for financial services in UK, so you can see like there are really a lot of cities where you can study finance related subjects. I mean, it's not like that you can definitely go to Aberdeen in Scotland and study this in finance, but still it's better you study in a city where it's already a hotspot for the financial services. You can see Belfast is also very nice, but it's, I would say, it's quite a little bit isolated. Glasgow and Edinburgh are also pretty fine, but the hotspot is really this area, and this, like, you can say, the cluster, because if you are staying in Birmingham, I think you can also access the jobs in Nottingham, Sheffield as well. Like I studied in Birmingham because that was one of the reasons. Because I'll be pretty much in the middle of the UK, I can access to the jobs, like be it internship, be it job opportunities, be it interviews, like quite easily. So because if I had chosen Glasgow, because I had offer from London and Glasgow universities as well, but I chose Aston in Birmingham because like it was quite central, and like being central is quite strategic. I mean, it has a lot of advantages. And the reason was that because I was quite, because the university where I had offered from London, I mean, the ranking was far better than Aston. I won't take the name, but the reason of not choosing London was because London was expensive as well, because the tuition fees was more or less similar, but the living expenses in London is almost 40% more than Birmingham. So of course, like, it was quite handful, like friendly to my pocket and budget. So if you choose universities like in Leicester, like for example, De Montfort University or the Coventry University, I mean, it will be quite strategic for you. It will give you more access to the local jobs. So just it's not that you Montfort. I'm just giving you an example. These are the universities which are situated in the hotspots in the UK. And what you can have a look at the subjects as well, like MSc or MBA in Finance, MSc or MBA in International Business at Coventry, Advertising Marketing, Human Resource Management, or MBA Global Business or MBA International Marketing. Even at Team Montfort, like the finance-related courses, like uh, global finance and investment, or global banking and finance, or maybe project management, international business entrepreneurship. So a lot of diverse new courses. I mean, so these courses have been designed after looking at the job market, like what is the demand of the job market, because most of the courses at Coventry or Team Montfort, like they design the course module after speaking to the industry. Okay, hey, like they speak to the panel, like, okay, what do you require, what kind of graduates do you need, what kind of skill support do you need, then they design the course. And that's why, like, I haven't showing the figures here, but if you do a research, if you check the graduate employability rate of universities like Coventry, De Montfort, they are even higher than Oxford or Cambridge. Oxford or Cambridge, I think their graduate rate, employability rate is around 80%, whereas Coventry is around 92%, and De Montfort is 95 or 96%. So basically 96% of graduates get a job within 3 months after finishing their studies from De Montfort University, and that's a huge success. Next, I would say Ireland. Now, what is the good thing about Ireland? It's very much center of the world, so again, like, it's quite an advantage. Hotspot, of course, there you can see Galway or Cork as well, but if you measure with all the respectively, I mean, Dublin is the main. It's quite the hottest spot, I would say. Why Dublin? Of course, the location is a tech hub. They have got very good workforce, reputation, and connectivity, and it's very like pro business as well. So it's quite a strategic, the Dublin location. So, and another thing is like the big brands. I mean, just name it and they have it. LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, Twitter, then HP, and I think even Yahoo is not anymore. It's sold. But anyway, like all the big companies, all the ICT companies, they have got the EMEA headquarters based in Dublin. So of course, if you are studying in related courses, be it ICT or be it finance or marketing or digital marketing or business analytics, I think it will be very good for you for your future, because it doesn't matter which institute you choose. The thing is, like, it will be very good chance that you can get a good job with a very reputed organization or company. Not only big companies, these are the big companies, big brands. Even the Dublin has got a lot of startups as well, like a lot of nice startups. So top courses in Institute in Dublin. So of course, as I said, business analytics, data science and data analytics, digital marketing, finance and entrepreneurship, international business, project management. Institute based in Dublin, University College Dublin, Trinity College Dublin is also there, but Trinity College Dublin, I would say, is very much traditional. It's not that a very modern university. Even UCD is also quite traditional, but still they are bringing new courses. Like University College Dublin, they still don't have the MSc in data analytics, but they do have MSc in business analytics. All the other schools like Dublin City University, Dublin Business School, National College of Ireland, and Griffith College Dublin, all of them are providing the courses on finance and entrepreneurship, data science, data analytics, or business analytics, digital marketing. So they are providing the courses which where the job opportunities are very good. So and that's the good things about this institute. They may be not that much reputed if you compare with like UCT or Trinity College Dublin, but they will get your job done. They will provide you education, they will provide you knowledge, they will provide you skill set, and they will provide you good job opportunities, and at very lower cost. Because if I give you example like be it UK or Ireland, now the traditional universities say Manchester or Imperial or Oxford or Cambridge, a master's from these universities will cost you something around 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. Whereas the modern universities like Coventry or De Montfort, the masters will cost you something around 10 to 12 lakhs, maximum 30 lakhs. And if you get a partial scholarship, it might come down to a little bit less as well. Same in like Ireland, like UCD, I think it will cost you something around 15 lakhs. Whereas if you choose Dublin City University, Dublin Business School, or National College of Ireland, or Griffith College Dublin, your costing will be for around 7 to 8 lakhs. So these are the things like you are basically at the end of the day, you need a job, you need a good education. It's not only a brand name because okay, brand name is good, but at the end of the day, it's winning that matters. And just as I said, like startups, a lot of startups are there in Dublin, and this is only in the sector of travel technology, like travel tech. Like in India, there is we have got Make My Go IBGO, and we have got few other names as well. Only like 4 or 5 good like names I can remember. Now see it in Dublin, they have like this many companies only in the travel technology domain. So it's not that hospitality and tourism, is travel technology. So you can really see like a lot of opportunities are there. A lot, it's not only big brands. You can also work with nice like nice startups, good startups, which are really getting into a good mode. Now, as I mentioned, the travel part, I'll now come discuss with for tourism hospital management. But since I had the tool in the beginning, I didn't see any audience for tourism hospital management, so I will skip this and now I'll pass on to Milind. So Milind will discuss about Paris and the subjects you can study over Paris. So I'll just hand over to Milind now, and later I'll come back with my own presentation as well.
Thank you very much, Tanmay, for the presentation. So I'll begin with business programs and business and management programs. So to begin with, just a second. Okay, so okay, I'll give you the brief introduction on France, then the business school and the courses available there. So to begin with, I have okay, so France obviously it's center for art, science, and philosophy. So why study language, which is spoken in almost 200, which is more people, known for its arts, rich history, culture, revolution, innovation, fashion, and like special mention I would like to give is to aerospace, aircraft industry, and air force. They are one of the best, and recently India has a deal with Iran for the Rafale air fighter as well. Then there are a number of UNESCO heritage sites there. We all know the Mona Lisa and Louvre and the St. Patrick of South Riverside. The Chateau Versailles is one of the best they have seen through my naked eyes. So that's how like number of they attract number of tourists in the world, almost 83 million visit France, and it's the top destination for attracting tourists. Like most number of tourists visit France, and it's the second largest economy in Europe after Germany and sixth largest in the world. So you can imagine that France is a really strong economy, strong country in Europe, and is permanent member of UN as well. It's also a developed country and has high living standards. 31 companies are ranked in Fortune 500 companies, top Fortune 500 companies, and like France is ahead of UK and Germany in terms of that. So you can imagine like number of companies mentioned in 500 companies are 31, and they are ranked above than UK and Germany. Popular courses, if someone is looking to study finance, management, fashion, of course, it is known worldwide, food and wine, hospitality, hotel industry. France is the destination to look for. Then to moving on, INSEE Business School. It's a small business school, like it's upcoming a big institute. They have strategic campuses in strategic location around the world, not only in France and around the world. So they are one of the member of Grand École. Grand École is considered to be the best in France, and it is the highest form of recognition of quality in France. If someone is looking for, so like if you want to compare, you can compare IIMs in India. Same thing is Grand École in France. So the accreditation EFMD, yes, it's the preliminary stage of getting EQUIS. EQUIS is European Quality. That's one of the triple accreditation body. So if someone has an EFMD in coming years, they will be getting EQUIS. It's the process which they have to go through the shift from EFMD to EQUIS. So uh, then the rank like 3 palm business school, there are 5 palms, 4 palms. So 3 palms is like a decent figure which we have right now, and it's recently new, and they're going to become one of the best in France. So you can look at the rankings, like they are ranked 16th and 12th, 19th, in different fields, like in luxury and hospitality, and in food and wine, and event management, to be honest. And they are coming up with new courses every year. Recently, they have launched a course in management and luxury brand management as well. So the campuses, they have a number of campuses around the world. The parent campus is Chambéry. So Chambéry is situated right on the border of France and Switzerland. I'll advise, like it is helpful for students looking for internship in Geneva or Lyon, as both the city are almost 1 hour by train from Chambéry. Same time, one can experience the culture of France as well as Switzerland as well, because it is at the right at the border. The campus is located in the technology park, so there are around 200 companies and 20 research centers at the campus. So if someone is looking for an internship or looking to go forward in research in future, they have the right next door. They can go to and look for internship and for research opportunities. Paris, yes, we all know like it is being awarded best student city for 4 times back to back by QS, and I think in future also Paris will give a strong competition for the cities like London and Berlin or any other city. It's the capital city. We all know a number of companies there have their European headquarters, like some of the big companies like General Electric and Nissan, and also the fashion capital of the world. INSEAD have a campus in Paris in the heart of the city in 10th arrondissement. That is like right in the center. So if someone is looking to travel from suburbs or other areas, it is like you can easily access through the public transport. Lyon is the like European city. You can say very old city, heritage city. As Lyon has number of engineering and pharmaceutical companies, so in SEEK they have like special courses according to the cities. So they have courses in Lyon. They have courses like commercial engineering and project management. So if someone is looking to study and do internship in Lyon, in engineering side or in the project management side, Lyon is city to go for. Lyon is the capital city of Rhône region, and it is third largest city in France. Geneva, yes, we all know the United Nations headquarters there. And for there are a number of companies and consultancies regarding that, regarding international business. There is a flourishing hospitality industry. Think have a partnership with TRIA. TRIA is an institute which has specialized courses in digital marketing and communication. Then artistic creations as well. Bordeaux, if someone is looking to study courses in food and wine or something related to uh, fashion also, or food and wine or event management, Bordeaux is the city to look for the perfect destination because there are a number of wine festivals throughout the year. The campus is located at the Old Wine District, so it's right at the center of the Old Wine District. So there are a number of companies looking for graduates, graduates who can speak different languages. London, in London, the NC have incubator. So if someone is looking to start their own company, they are providing funds, they are providing office, they are providing space, they are providing support, and popular like London, most of the courses available are in management and business. Uh, Monaco is a tax haven. It's like premium city. If someone is looking to visit there as a tourist, uh, it's a part of France, but they still have things there, and it's one of the highly like living expenses. It will be high, and in Monaco, INSEAD have a partnership with the International University of Monaco, and the MBA there is an AMA accredited. So it's again one of the triple accredited bodies. Someone looking for quality. This is the highest level, like the triple accreditation, the triple crown for business schools. Shanghai leading sector in China, mostly the fashion and luxury. So it is attracting a number of companies. So if someone is looking to study in China, in an international experience, they can study in Shanghai as well. Popular courses in SEEK, we have international business, luxury management, food and wine, event management, brand management. And let me tell you, like MSc and MBA both are available. So the criteria are a bit different. In MBA, you require minimum 2 years of experience, and in masters there are two levels, like M1 and M2. So if someone is looking to stay back there and want stay back option, want to stay there and look for jobs, do the internship, so they should go opt for M2. So M2 you will get until and unless you have 4 years of bachelor's or you have 2 years of experience. M1, if someone opts for M1, they have to just do the course and come back to India. So choose accordingly. What is your motivation? What is your goal? What you want to do? If you're looking to stay back there, then definitely opt for M2. If not, you just want a degree, you want to do a degree, you can go for M1. Fees is very like I can say pocket friendly. You can say you just have to pay 6 point. The most of the courses are of 1 year, so the fees I have quoted here of different campuses, like fees in Chaumery will be 6.5 lakhs only for 1 year, and in Geneva or in London or in Paris the fees will be around 8 to 10 lakhs. So that's really cheap if you compare to other study abroad destinations. Uh, and the course again are of 1 year, and after 1 year one can get to 1 year of stay back, and you can also get one like uh, additional 1 year of stay back, like 2 years. But the first year is the guaranteed one, but after 1 year, 2 years, it depends. And like mostly they have some criteria, so all students will not get 2 years of stay back. One year is guaranteed, but if you're looking for 2 year of stay back, it depends. It depends on the situation, like how early you are applying. They have certain number they will be giving to only that number of students for second year of stay back option. Moving on, the summary, why you should study in France. So I guess most of the students are not aware that French government give a housing assistance to each and every international student. So it ranges from 70 euros to 175 euros depending on the dimensions and of your accommodation, and look, not only dimension but the location, how far from the business center and things like that. So I won't quote, but the range is mostly from 70 euros to 175 euros between that. So don't ask for like what will be the exact figure you will be getting. Nobody knows that. Only the French government, according to their criteria, parameters, and filters, they will give you. So for first 3 months, you won't have the residence permit. You just have the visa. So until the initial 3 months you won't be getting the CAF, which is the housing assistance. So after 3 months, when you get your residence permit, you will be given a lump sum amount of 3 months, like total amount of 3 months in a one go. And after that, each month on the first week of every month, you will be getting the CAF in your account. So that's guaranteed. Every student gets it, even international student. It depends on your housing accommodation and dimension and the location. Stay back option, as I told you, like mostly is 1 year. That can be extended to 2 years, but the second year is not guaranteed. It depends on certain number of the visa provided by the French government. They have only a number, a figure which they cannot go beyond. And let me tell you, if someone has done a master's or a PhD from France, they will be getting a 1 year of stay back option at that can be extended to one more year. After that, you will be getting a 5 years of multiple entry visa. So you can come n number of times to the test. Like if you're traveling from outside Europe, your first destination should be France. Then you can travel to each and every country or city in Europe where you will be getting a Schengen visa. But the first destination should be France. Fees again, I told you like fees are almost as low as 6.5 to 10 lakh. That is almost equivalent to India if we compare if you're looking for masters or MBA in India. Internship, yes, 1 year course in which you have to 6 months or 5 months you have to do your internship. Yes, you have to search on your own, but there are various events and fairs going on around the year. If you're serious and you have the skills, networking skills, you will land an internship or a job in Europe. Schengen visa, you can travel to around 30 countries without getting a visa. You just carry your passport, and with that visa you can go there. Scholarship, some of the scholarship are provided by the government, like ethics scholarship. So you have to apply in November or December of each year. If you're looking for September next year, you have to prior to that year you have to apply in November or December. And mostly the places are really competitive. Let me tell you, get the internship, but it's you can always try for it. Like you have to just write an essay, or they will give you some writing tasks which you have to complete and give to them. So every year, February or March, they will come up with a list of the selected top ranked. If you're looking to study in finance or management or fashion, then France is the country to look out for. So that's it. If you have any questions, we are still here. You can always contact me if you're looking to study in France. As I told you, fees are really less. Stay back option is available. Specialized courses, industry oriented courses are available. So thank you very much for your time and consideration. Back to Tanmay, which we will be covering, I guess, Australia and New Zealand and the programs. Thank you.
I'm back. So thanks, Milind. So yeah, tourism hospital management. Since we haven't got that many students in that field, I'll make it very quick. So both Australia or New Zealand, they are like very beautiful and scenic countries, and it doesn't matter which country you go. Like be it Australia, be it New Zealand, and you have got like both options. If you want to explore cities, you have got Sydney, Melbourne, and if you want to like enjoy the nature, of course there are like scenic beauties as well. So both and what's the reason? Now in Australia, like there are a shortage of like 60,000 skilled staff by 2020. That's the report from the like Tourism Hospital Careers Report 2016. So it's an exact report. Same in New Zealand, there are like around 94,000 jobs. So they need like people, they need skilled staff. So if someone is from hospital tourism field, if they want to study a master's or a postgraduate diploma in hospital tourism management, in Australia and New Zealand, they are like really good destinations. Now, I guess we have got quite a few students who want to do MBA. So if you want to do a fresher MBA, of course, I said earlier that UK would be a very nice destination for a fresher MBA. If you want to do a fresher MBA, Australia is also nice, but Australia will suit more to those students who have got at least 3 years of full-time work experience. So, like, it doesn't matter if you're from BTech background or if you're from BCom background. If you have got at least 3 years of experience, I think Australia will be a very nice destination in terms of return on investment. And it doesn't matter which university you choose. Just have a look. Like you have got Macquarie, University of New South Wales, Melbourne. If you say the ranking, like FT Financial Times ranking 2016, 2015, I mean, of course these three are the top ones. But just have a look at Queensland, Curtin, or QUT, La Trobe. They are not within the ranking table. Okay, some of them have to have like the accreditation, but not all of them. But still, when it comes to return on investment, just have a look at the figures. So, like Macquarie, 77,000 Australian dollars, the program fees, is the like program fees, not per year fees, program or total fees. And just have a look at the post MBA salary. It's a salary per year. Same with like University of New South Wales. Now just have a look at like University like Cartin. Cartin, it doesn't have any ranking Financial Times. It doesn't have a triple accreditation. But what matters? Just have a look at the return on investment. The tuition fees is the lowest on this table, 54,000 Australian dollars. But the salary, 200,000, more than 200,000 per year. So the in terms of return on investment, that is really good. Same with like QT as well, QT and Queensland. The tuition fees are quite on the lower side, the program fees are quite on the lower side, but the post MBA salary, like this, is really, really high. So if you want to do an MBA with the experienced MBA, I think Australia is the destination. Otherwise, it's better to choose countries like UK, like if you want to do a fresher MBA, because the return on investment for fresher MBA is more in UK, because the tuition fees for MBA in UK will be something around say 12 to 14 lakhs or maximum like 15 lakhs. Mostly it's around 11 to 13 lakhs, and the salary level will be something around 30 to 35 lakhs. So it doesn't. So what matters is the return on investment. Whatever you are investing, what kind of jobs, what kind of salary package you will be getting, that will matter. Now, next category will be logistics. I think we have got some students in logistics and supply chain management as well. In New Zealand, the procurement management, so this is logistics and operations, they are in skill shortage category. So basically, they don't have that many candidates who are from logistics or supply chain or operations management background. So if you want to study this subject, obviously MSc or MBA in logistics or supply chain management or operations and supply chain management, just go for New Zealand. I mean, so few. These are only I have listed only 4 names, but they have got more universities and institutes as well. So Massey, Waikato, Canterbury, Manukau Institute of Technology. It's all very nice for logistics and procurement management. And the subject I would say professional accounting. Professional accounting is quite nice in both Australia and New Zealand, but I would rate Australia a little bit ahead in terms of professional accounting. The job opportunities and salary structures are really good for professional accounting. So professional accounting and accountancy, there's difference. Okay, so in order to study MSc in accountancy or MSc in like finance and accounting, you need to be from a BCom background. You don't need to have that kind of background. But in to study professional accounting, it can be you can be from any background. You can be from science, you can be from arts, you can be from technology background, and of course BCom background. What you can study subjects like either masters in professional accounting or you can study MBA in professional accounting. Both subjects are really good. The lectures are really nice as well. Lot of universities, be it in, like Australia, a lot of choices. Of course, this top two, those are the top universities. Top universities means like, of course, they are nice, but the tuition fees will be higher as well. But the last three rows, like so, basically RMIT, Swinburne, and Griffith, these universities, they are very decent. Like the tuition fees are not very high, but you'll get more or less the same salary structure. So in terms of return on investment, they are really good. Of course, ranking matters if you want to change the country. For example, okay, you did your masters in Australia, now you want to move to New York or London or maybe some other country, or you want to come back to India. In that case, the ranking will matter because the employers in other country they will have a look at your ranking. They might have a look at your ranking. But if you want to do a job in Australia, it doesn't matter if you are studying in the number 1 or number 2 institute in Australia or the number 15th or number 20th institute in Australia. What they care about it if you can do the job, if you have got the right skill set, if you have got the right knowledge, the perfect suitable knowledge. You just need to be fit, a good fit for the role. They don't look at your which university you attend. So now I'll just put this a quick summary. So when it comes to the business, commerce related subjects, so these are the countries. So basically Ireland, France, UK, Australia, New Zealand, like the countries with good return on investment. Not too much of application travel. You don't need GRE, GMAT. You don't need 4 years mandatory 4 years education. For example, if you want to study MS in finance or MBA from US or Canada, I mean they will ask for a 4 year degree. So BCom or BSc students are already out. So either they need to do MSc or MCom, and then they need to go to US or Canada. So in these countries, a 3 years bachelor's degree is perfectly acceptable. Even like a country like say France and UK, you can also get IELTS waiver. So basically, if you haven't given IELTS, but if you have got say 60% or 70 more than 70% English in class 12 exam, you can get IELTS waiver. If you need that. And so few institutes will take interview as well. For example, like INSEC in France. If you have got, it doesn't matter. I think you need to have at least 50 or 60 in English. So what will they take? They will just take a telephonic interview to assess your skill, and they can give you the IELTS waiver. For example, then Covent University just conducts a test instead of IELTS. And De Montfort University, they will take a Skype interview. So of course, if you IELTS, don't worry, France and UK are always possible. Just have, if you compare about the pricing, of course, the estimated budget wise, like the budget from Australia and New Zealand, the most expensive. Really good return on investment will get from Ireland, France, UK. They are not too costly, but you can get good jobs as well. Scholarships, well, just to mention that since the fee structure is quite low in France, so there is not too much chance of a scholarship. Same in New Zealand. I mean, until unless you go for a PhD, there is not many chance to get a scholarship or for a research degree. In business finance subjects, scholarships are not that much available because mostly they are for like technical subjects, research-based subjects. But of course, few partial scholarships are available, especially in UK, Ireland, and Australia, like 10 to 20%. In UK, you can get even up to 25% or 30%.
Available in France.
In So now just move on to the question answer round. So whatever queries, please write down. So you can just type in your query in the chat box, and or if you want to speak to me, just raise your hand. So I can see that Dhawal has raised his hand. Dhawal, if you have got access to a microphone, you can just come online and come on here and speak to me. Okay, Samrat has raised his hand. Samrat, have you got access to a microphone? You can just speak to me directly, or just type in your query on the chat box. Okay, here we have our first query. Okay, Samrat, if you have got 2 years of experience, so what do you want to do? You want to do MBA or you want to do MSc in project management or some other subject? Okay, if you want to do MBA, I could say both UK and Australia will be suitable for you. New Zealand is not possible because you need minimum 5 years of experience, but Australia and UK they are very much possible. Uh, if but the only thing is now you have to decide the budget. Now, if your budget is like less than 20 lakhs, I would say go to UK. If you can afford to go above 20 lakhs, like 30 lakhs or something, then you can choose Australia. Another thing would be like you don't need GMAT or GRE, but IELTS or TOEFL will be needed if you choose Australia. You need to score a minimum 6.5. But for UK, if you have got more than 60 or more than 17 English in class 12 exam, then you can get IELTS waiver for UK as well. Any other queries, guys? Okay, since we haven't got any more questions, so thanks everyone. Thanks for attending. So, and I'd also like to thank Milind as well. Okay, so we have got another more query. So Samrat has said, okay, I don't have a TOEFL score. So Samrat, if you really want to study in Australia, I would say you have to appear for IELTS or TOEFL. You can also appear for PT. But if you don't want to appear for, I think, see, now at the end of the day, IELTS or TOEFL, these are not very tough exams. It's not like GRE or GMAT. So you can definitely apply, book your date for the IELTS or TOEFL exam and just clear it. If you want to go for TOEFL, you need to have minimum 88 or 19 TOEFL. If you want to go for IELTS, the minimum requirement will be 6.5 and no band less than 6.0. As I said, UK the same criteria like 6.5 in IELTS. But if you have got more than 60 or more than 670 in English, I think you can get IELTS waiver for UK. Okay, so we'll be wrapping up. Milind, you're welcome, Samrat.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tanmay. If you have any questions, do come back to us. We are always available and ready to be there. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and bye from us. Yeah.